I want to see what your insides look like.
Nobody wants to see that because Mike didn't brush his teeth.
I forgot to brush my teeth today, everyone.
Grody.
I apologize.
Grody, fuck!
Say it to him again and I'll gut you like a fish. Shit.
Goddamn you, Mike!
A dead fuck! Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And we have a crazy news story for you today. This is really fucking fun.
And it's called Sarah Gets Skewered Like a Fucking Pig.
The Scream 3 that we ended up getting, the Scooby-Doo mystery comedy weird Scream 3 we ended up getting, is not what we were supposed to get originally. This website, wickedhorror.com, did a story on this as well as several other news sources, including an Entertainment Weekly interview.
What's that?
With Kevin Williamson.
Oh, who's that?
He's the guy who wrote Scream.
Ah.
Yeah, he's the guy who wrote
I thought
Scream.
he was a basketball player from the ABA.
He sounds like a power forward that used to wear the big glass, like Kurt Rambis.
He had 18 buckets in the first half against the West Carolina fuckers. I don't know. West Carolina.
That'd be a good basketball
West Carolina Badgers.
We're the West Carolina fuckers.
We'll kill you.
Kevin Williamson wrote Scream as a trilogy in the beginning, actually. It was always planned to be a trilogy from the beginning. Scream 2 got fucked up because the script was leaked online and they had to change a whole bunch of stuff. That still didn't work out that badly because he was on hand to help with the rewrites of that. But with Scream 3, what happened was, it's a crazy-ass story. And originally, the idea was supposed to be this Woodsboro fan club of the film Stab 1 and Stab 2 were the ones committing the murders in his original script.
Because true trilogies are all about going back to the beginning and discovering something that wasn't true from the get-go. Godfather, Jedi, all revealed something that we thought was true that wasn't true.
And then at the end, the big reveal was supposed to be that she walks into the house where all these people have been killed and they all stand up and none of them are dead. It's all been an elaborate prank just to fuck with her.
That's a no for me, dog.
Compare that, though, to what we got in Scream 3.
Maybe you just can't get past the surface of things.
Scream 3 is a fucking hemorrhoid on the hemorrhoids. It's not good. But having them all stand up like, ah, you're a fucking dumb bitch. Like, I feel like it would have been no different than fucking
Surprise,
Ashton. And then
Sydney.
Ashton Kutcher comes out and be like, yo, punk, what's up? Yeah,
Yeah.
We got you good. Oh my God, you could have seen your tears coming. I mean, yeah,
I don't love it either, but I think when you look at when you look back at the trilogy and what it was supposed to be, that capping it off, that booking and ending it would have been meta and weird enough. Because the reason they were doing it is because they wanted fame.
Yeah.
Surprise, Sydney.
The crazy part of this is that actually the guy running this whole show, the guy setting it all up, was said to be Stu from the original Scream, Matthew Lillard. Matthew Lillard was allegedly and rumored to be excited to come back and play this role. He survived the events of Scream and was in jail this entire time and running these kids like a cult and having them do this just to fuck with Sydney from behind
That
bars.
motherfucker would look like Jigsaw. It doesn't even make sense why he would survive that. Because, okay, so he was stabbed, he was shot, a goddamn TV fell on his face, his legs went like a fucking fish out of water. How do you do that? How much prednisone did you have?
But you don't die because your legs go boom.
Yeah, but he got electrocuted.
Mama's boy.
Fucking hit me with the phone, dick! Yeah, you could stretch things and say there's a possibility that what fucking Dr. Quinn medicine woman showed up and saved his ass with some fucking satchel powder.
Let's start a new Mythbusters series. I'm gonna lay down on the floor and I'm gonna let you drop a TV on my face. And let's see if I survive.
You would die.
Think about it.
Prime time, bitch.
Think about it. I think you could survive that. Like it's a big ass heavy TV. You probably break a couple phones with your face, but it's possible you would survive.
Except that the fucking thing fell on his face and it was still plugged in. It was plugged in.
Yeah,
and he was covered in fucking blood, and your body's made up of 70% water.
It's possible. I'm just saying it's possible.
It's bullshit. But okay. So
it would have been a great twist, though.
Either way, yeah. I like Matthew Lillard. I think he's cool. I like Stu. The guy was awesome. Like, I mean, was he gonna have dreams of Skeet Ulrich showing up in his jail cell? Like, do you remember me? I
did it all for Skeet.
I was thinking, like, he would show up at the jail cell. I was watching Locked Up Raw, and I was thinking of you.
Let's face it, she was no Sharon Stone.
She's no Sharon Stone.
Stu being back would have been fucking awesome, and it would have fell in with that whole like meta thing.
It would have completed the arc.
It feels like it would have, yeah. The reason we never got that script, though, it's crazy, is because the killings that happened at Columbine. All the studios, the Weinsteins were like, no, we cannot do a movie We cannot do a movie about teenagers killing teenagers right after the events of Columbine happened. So they actually told them, they wanted them to go in there, and they said, I actually want this to be more of a lighthearted comedy. And they told Wes Craven, I don't want any bloodshed on screen or killings to happen on screen whatsoever.
Well, why don't you take the fucking gold fillings from my fucking teeth?
Wes Craven fought hard against that, allegedly, and that's why we ended up still getting some version of Scream. Like, he was like, there's no way we can make this movie without some of that. But that's why, if you watch Scream 3, they veer more to the adult characters. It's more about
It's
Dewey.
cheesy. It's very
Courtney.
studio cheesy. It's not like, you know, I think that people would go and watch it. I feel like normal people with common sense would be like, it's an escape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that occurred in real life. That shit happened. I remember when that shit happened, me and Mike were in school. Like, we were kids, and like, that happened. But when if you went and watched a movie, I honestly, if I watched a Scream 3 based on this, I wouldn't even correlate those two events. Like, I wouldn't even think about it. But if people did, it would be cathartic. Like, you're getting it out of your system.
I think it would have been as simple as just saying, hey, no guns in the movie. Like, no guns or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that would have been...
nice.
Yeah, it's not that much anyway. There was a gun in Scream, but still.
Don't you blame the movies? Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
You guys ever seen the show The Following on Fox? It was actually a really good TV show for a while. It was Kevin Bacon chasing down this murderer, and he finally gets him and he puts him behind bars, but the murderer has a cult that's out there doing his killings for him.
Was he part of the Bacon
can't stop it. Kevin Williamson wrote that series, and Kevin Williamson said it himself. He used the unused ideas from Scream 3 to actually write The Following. Let me ask you this, though.
Yeah.
So, based on what you know about these two things, which one do you take? Would you take the Scream 3 we got, or the Scream 3 with that weird ending but having Stu in it?
Is this a trick question?
I definitely take. I take the other one.
I would take this one, but can you tweak it, like, and not make it prank?
Just take it. You gotta pick.
Well, goddamn. Well, if I have to pick,
you're taking a risk, but you're not losing anything in Scream 3. It's not any good.
I would take the version that Wes Craven would have all the liberties that he needed to make this movie happen. And that's exactly what I think would have happened if this had occurred. If Columbine had never happened and they were like, all right, go ahead and do it, Wes. Like, fucking clean it out. Like, let's make that trilogy happen. Then I would have loved it. Because it sounds on paper the way that, you know, everybody just stands up and it's a prank, bro. Haha, no worries, right? I don't care. Like, yeah, I fucking broke into your house and fucked your wife. It's a prank, bro. but yeah, I get. But I would
not again.
I would have loved to have seen Wes Craven's spin on that and see how he had done. You know, Wes Craven was the master of horror in a lot of ways, and I would have loved to see what he would have done with a script like that. So yeah, I would have obviously taken the script, and having Matthew Lillard back with Neve Campbell, it would have been a completion. Yeah. It would have felt more complete. Like, you wouldn't have feel like, you know, you got Scream 1 and 2, you got some, you know, Creed, Human Clay, and My Own Prison, then you got that dog shit that they released. You're like, what the fuck is this?
What if you did made that original Scream?
What if I had a job?
No. But what they ended up doing, Kevin Williamson, actually, this is the only Scream film that he did not write because he was working on another property at that time. They almost didn't get Neve Campbell because she was working on Wild Things at that time because they had to push this back.
Sexual.
Another Kevin Bacon classic.
Sexual.
I'm feeling woozy here.
They brought in Aaron Kruger, who actually wrote some of the Transformers movies.
Freddy's sister.
But but he did write The Ring, too.
Oh, he was a guy?
Yeah, I think so. E-H-R-E-N.
How do you say that? Is it Aaron or Iran?
Aaron.
Iran?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know. So he wrote The Ring, and fuck him for doing that. That was one of the scariest movies. I hate that guy. I fucking scared the shit out of me. I know it was a great movie. It just scared me.
Comment down below with your all thoughts. We love your fucking faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some goddamn wham up in you, Sydney.
I can't wait to cancel this fucking show and the script that went with it.
Yeah! I'm ready, baby! Alright! Get up!
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie.